Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Larceny Barrel Proof B523. How's it going to stack up? Stay tuned, find out. Like I said, welcome back. Today we're talking about Larceny Barrel Proof B523. This bad boy is 124.4 proof. It is aged roughly 6 to 8 years. The MSRP is $60, but for me, I actually saw this at some of the mom and pop shops that I normally go to, even around here in downriver. This thing was going for 75-ish bucks. I mean, so they're getting it in if they can get it, and they're kind of marking it up a little. So kind of understand honestly, it's getting harder to find these. I mean, even the Elijah Craig, the one I did the inner review on, sorry, brain fart. That was hard to find. That's $80 now. It's $75 to $80. That used to be $65 to $70. Now it's climbed on up. This right here is a mash bill of 68% corn, 20% wheat, and 12% malted barley. The back says John E. Fitzgerald was a Treasury agent who at the time was the only person legally allowed to carry keys to the rickhouses. He often gave in to temptation and freely took from the best bourbon barrels, uncut, at barrel proof. Honestly, who the hell wouldn't? I would. I'd be sneaking a little sniff here and there. Today, as you can taste this liquid in as much as the same way as he did. Larceny Barrel Proof small batch bourbon was made from the mingling of 6 to 8 year old bourbon that is bottled and uncut without chill filtration. This bourbon honors the superb taste and lawless Treasury agent and the weeded bourbon legacy of the Old Fitz brand, which is the whole key here and the keyhole. There were a lot of Larcenys that came out. The A123, that was pretty good, which I have sitting over here. Both these have been sitting out about 20-25 minutes. Was good. The C batch, the 922, that was pretty good too. But then if you get back earlier ones, they were young tasting. They had a bitterness to them. They really, honestly, they weren't good. And those you could get at the time for like 55 or 60 bucks. In my opinion, Larceny is starting to ramp up some of the better taste and viscosity than Elijah Craig. Sad to say, I mean, Elijah Craig, now is not, this is 68 year, so you know what you're getting. Elijah Craig is going from 12 down, possibly 13 with the next batch in the C923, or whatever the next one in the 2024 is going to be. Got into the juice, got into the history. Like I always say, excuse my French, what the hell is the juice like inside? Let's get into our nose. Ooh, see, that has a richness. It's got a light baking spice. Almost like a cinnamon roll, a warm cinnamon roll with a light caramel coating. You get a nutmeg, but it's honestly so faint that it doesn't punch through. You can see it here. It's a light amber color. She's sticking to the glass good. Her legs are kind of really, I don't know if you can see that. They're kind of thin. There's really nothing there. You can see the line, but I'm just kind of letting it sit here. The legs are kind of like pencil thin. They're like stick legs. It's got a little bit of cinnamon note. Like if you ever lightly toasted a marshmallow over top of the fire, and then you get that light, not where it's like scorched torch and you're running around, it looks like a flaming brand, but just that light brown on it. That's what it smells like. So we got it into the nose. Let's get into that first taste. That cinnamon spice kicks through. You get like a vanilla, a little bit of oakiness, a little bit of char. Yeah, that baking spice hits that mid palate and coasts down. That Kentucky hug hits here, drops immediately, goes straight down. So it's blossoming out right about here. It's got a rich, almost want to say, a Spanish chocolate covered peanut. That's what that reminds me of. It's coating. It coats the lips. It coats the palate on back. It's actually surprisingly not bad. I was a little skeptical because I've seen kind of some good things about the B523, seen some bad things about the B523, so it's kind of like up in the air. It's like, who do I believe, this guy or this woman or this person? So I said, you know what? I was able to pick this up, got this through Unicorn Auctions again, but each one shipped. The Elijah Craig that I got and this one, I think, were between $75 and $85 shipped. So that's not bad, especially since when I saw the Elijah Craig and this in the store, it was roughly between $5 to $10 less. So I didn't feel as bad as I did on the Stag, but I understood. I was like, okay, that's about fair. I get that. Got into our first taste. Let's get into that second one. See, the second taste, that nutmeg and baking spice right here, pop right over. You can really get that. The proof is there. It drinks, for me, a little more on the punchy 124 proof. Like I said, I've had the Jack Daniels, which is 97. That was really good. I also had the Jack Daniels Rye, which was like, I think, 136.7. That didn't come across as punchy as this one is. Even the Elijah Craig wasn't as punchy. Even the Stag blossomed, like I said in my video, but it wasn't as punchy as this. And that Stag was almost 5.5 more than this one. So it's good. I mean, it's really good. That taste, that it's still sitting. It's like right here and right here. And it's just, it's almost like pulsating, but it's not in a bad way. It's definitely better than the other Larceny barrel picks or the barrel proofs that I have down below. Let's get into one more taste, and then we're going to compare it to the last batch, A123. Yeah, that peanutty chocolate Spanish peanut note still punches through. So like I said, this one here is the A123. This one's 125.8. So it's she's up there. Let's get into a quick nose. Yeah, see all of that baking spice and caramel notes and vanilla notes. They're there. Again, like I've said in previous videos, they're more muted. As you can see, I've drank more of this than this. This one's now going on about a little over 2.5 weeks old. This one here, well, I got this one in February, so I actually got this at a store. But the smells are there, but like this, yeah, this one comes across just boom, solid. This one, at almost a proof point more, is a little lower. Let's get into a taste. Oh yeah, see? Viscous, coating, oily. The taste is so much different. This one, I don't know if you guys can see that. The legs are just dripping down, as wide as toothpicks. I mean, from where I took a sip all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Where this one, just, I mean, even if I go like this, it's coating, but it's not like this. That has a dark, rich, chocolate-covered peanut note. And that Kentucky Hug is just sitting right here gently. It's just, I've always said this about a lot of different drinks. This would be, again, another great fall drink right here. Like I said, my name is Brian. This is the Average Whiskey Drinker channel. Like I always say, find a bottle, open the bottle, enjoy the bottle, because good whiskey, even hard to find now at times, whiskey is always meant to be shared. Thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you've had these, if you compared them, which one you like better, and I'll talk with you soon.